Welcome back to Cosmic Earth, your favorite spot for all things space and physics. Today, we are exploring a scenario that sounds like straight-up science fiction. What if a rogue star suddenly entered our solar system? It is not as impossible as you might think. First, let us talk about what a rogue star actually is. These are stellar objects that do not belong to any galaxy or cluster. They drift through the empty void of space completely alone, and sometimes their chaotic paths cross with other star systems. Here is a mind-blowing fact to start us off. This has actually happened to us before. Around 70,000 years ago, a tiny red dwarf called Skull's star buzzed our solar system. It passed right through the outer edge of our cosmic backyard. Skull's star passed through the Oort cloud, which is a giant shell of icy debris. This region lies at the very edge of our solar system. Millions of comets and icy rocks drift quietly in this dark zone. Any passing star acts like a gravitational bowling ball here. If a new rogue star approached us today, we would not notice it immediately. Our first warning would come from automated telescope surveys. Space observatories like the Vera Rubin Observatory would spot a tiny, moving point of light. It would look completely harmless at first, but as the star gets closer, things start to change. Its gravity would begin tugging on the icy bodies in the Oort cloud. This disruption would send thousands of comets hurtling toward the inner solar system. We would suddenly see an unprecedented spike in comet activity. Imagine looking up at the night sky and seeing dozens of bright comets at once. It sounds beautiful, but it's actually a cosmic warning sign. Many of these icy giants would be on direct collision courses with Earth. Our planet would face a constant threat of massive impacts. As the rogue star pushes deeper, it reaches the Kuiper belt. This is the home of Pluto and countless other icy dwarf planets. The intruder's gravity would completely scramble their orbits. Pluto could be flung out into interstellar space forever. Next in the line of fire are the gas giants. Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, and Jupiter are massive, but they are no match for a star. The gravitational tug of war would begin to warp their neat, circular orbits. This would throw the entire solar system into absolute chaos. Jupiter is often called the shield of our solar system because of its massive gravity. But a rogue star's pull could easily overpower Jupiter. The giant planet could have its orbit stretched into a long, unstable oval. This would disrupt the delicate balance that keeps Earth safe. Now, let us look at the inner solar system where we live. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are relatively tiny. The gravity of an approaching star would pull on us like a magnet. Even a slight shift in our orbit would have catastrophic consequences. Earth sits perfectly in the habitable zone, where liquid water can exist. If the rogue star pulls us just a little closer to the sun, our oceans would boil away. If it pulls us further away, Earth would freeze into a giant ice ball. We are talking about total climate collapse. Even if we survived the initial pull, our seasons would become wild. We could experience summers hot enough to melt asphalt, followed by winters that freeze entire oceans. The predictable weather patterns we rely on for farming would vanish. Survival would become an everyday battle. The gravitational pull of two stars would also trigger massive tidal forces. We are not just talking about high tides at the beach. The actual crust of the Earth would stretch and squeeze. This would trigger global earthquakes and volcanic eruptions on a scale never seen before. A second star would also bring its own stellar wind. This stream of charged particles would collide with our sun's heliosphere. The resulting space weather would create beautiful auroras all over the globe, but it would also completely fry our electrical grids and satellites. As the star moves closer, our night sky would change forever. We would have a second, bright point of light shining even at night. Depending on the type of star, it might look like a brilliant red eye or a tiny, blinding white point. Nighttime as we know it would cease to exist. Is there any scenario where we survive? Let us look at a best case option. If the intruder is a tiny brown dwarf, its gravity might be weak enough to spare Earth. It would still cause chaos, but we might avoid getting thrown out of the solar system. But the worst case scenario is truly terrifying. A massive blue giant star passing through would simply swallow our planets. Its immense gravity would tear Earth apart before we even touched its surface. We would be reduced to space dust in an instant. There is also a high chance of ejection. The rogue star's gravity could fling Earth completely out of the solar system. We would become a rogue planet, drifting through the frozen void. Without the sun's warmth, the atmosphere would freeze and fall as snow. Could humanity survive on a rogue Earth? Our only hope would be to move underground. We would have to rely on geothermal energy from the Earth's core. Deep bunkers would become our new cities as the surface turned into a frozen wasteland. Astronomers are actively searching for these cosmic drifters. The European Space Agency's Gaia mission is mapping billions of stars. It tracks their movements with incredible precision to spot potential future threats. This helps us map the stellar traffic in our galactic neighborhood. And guess what? We already know of a future visitor. A star named Gliese 710 is currently heading straight for us. It is scheduled to arrive in about 1.3 million years. It will pass directly through our Oort cloud. Gliese 710 is an orange dwarf star, roughly 60% the mass of our Sun. When it arrives, it will be the brightest object in our night sky. It will stay in our cosmic neighborhood for thousands of years. This will be a slow-motion cosmic encounter. By the time Gliese 710 arrives, humanity will be vastly different. We might have the technology to steer asteroids away from Earth, or perhaps we will have left the solar system entirely. Our descendants might watch the encounter from a safe distance. This scenario highlights how delicate our solar system really is. We think of planetary orbits as permanent, unchanging roads, but in reality, they are held together by a fragile gravitational balance. A single heavy visitor can rewrite the rules of our entire cosmic neighborhood. These stellar encounters are actually quite common on a galactic timescale. Stars are constantly dancing around the center of the Milky Way. Over billions of years, almost every star system experiences a close shave. It is just a routine part of galactic life. It is easy to view space as a quiet, empty void, but it is actually a dynamic and busy highway. Stars are born, travel great distances, and sometimes cross paths. These cosmic interactions shape the very structure of galaxies over time. Studying rogue stars helps us understand our own history. It reminds us that Earth is not an isolated island. We are deeply connected to the wider galaxy around us. Our stability today is a precious gift from cosmic physics. So, next time you look up at the night sky, appreciate the quiet. The stars seem fixed and peaceful, but they are all on the move. We are riding a cosmic spaceship through a very busy neighborhood, and the journey is far from over. If you enjoyed this cosmic journey, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your fellow space enthusiasts, and do not forget to subscribe to Cosmic Earth. What topic should we explore next? Let us know in the comments below.